Omlouvám se, že jsem to přeskočil, ale dělal jsem to půl hodinky.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Vic, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
La 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 la.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
La 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 la. Dobrý. Ozvěna žádná, výborně.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
A sense of adventure? I like to think that I'm not afraid of anything.
Oh, but you're brave at heart. Exceptionally daring. Undaunted by the unknown. Willing to forge ahead alone when you must. Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor.
Jo! A jdu k Harrymu. Jasně.
Better be Gryffindor!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. This should be quite an adventure.
I'm looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room after being sorted.
You were a Gryffindor?
I am a Gryffindor. Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Password?
The password is Grata Domum.
Grata Domum.
You may enter.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Jsem si, že v pohodě, všechno je OK. A já můžu říct, že jsem v pohodě. No. Jinak tohle, co vidíte, já se omlouvám, že jsem do toho nějak zasahoval a nemluvil, ale jak si jsem včera to zkoušel poprvé, ale já blbec jsem nedal nevervy, nebo co ne. Prostě tam, kde prostě je Harry, jo. Pro příště vědět. Počkejte, to mělo být nějaký kaplíčko, ne? Tak mám to prostě. Jak jsem měl jít dneska na trénink, ale nějak mi stavkuje tělo, tak jsem se nějak probudil. No a vůbec se nechtělo zvednout. Říkal koník. Já ten trénink ale musel. Jinak tohle je moje kolej. Moje postel, moje kolej. Jinak to je před Harrym, jo, kdyby náhodou, tak se nedivte, že to je tak šídně. Ale... Nevím trošku... Jablíčko se najím. Kafičko si vezmu. Jinak nejsem moc dobrý angličan, jo, tak... Teda Angli... Jak to řekne, angličtinář, tak. Takže kdyby náhodou, tak budu používat mobil, nebo...
Now, which way is the common room?
A nebo si to nějak přiložím, ale... Nerad bych něco pokazil. Jinak hra je to pěkná, jako to jo. Taková ta čeština, to mi vadí, jo. Ale koupil jsem jich teprve včera, tak... A hledal jsem tam polštinu, jako dabingy tam jsou. Ale nechci zachápci v angličtině.
Must be different starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Jo, a mám pro vás jedno překvapení, jo, kdyby náhodou. A to si počkejte, až se pomalu skoro zjedu. Omega, ale já se podívám, co je tady. Tady jsem ještě nebyl, co je v té straně. Ty vole, to je ten? No jasně, že tohle. Já si nevím, jak už se jmenujou, ale poznal jsem ho.
What did I hear about rule breaking? You're at school to learn, not to frolic around like a muggle. Learn to behave yourself, or it'll be worse than howlers for you.
It'll be the next butterbeer. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself.
Pokecáme si s Ronem.
Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Professorka Weasley, no. A do prdele, no. Já to říkám, já nechci nic pokazit, tak si vytáhnu mobila. Mobil to vždycky jistí, i když je občas napíše blbost. Ale jistota.
Must be nice having an aunt for a professor.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Rád tě poznávám, Gerete. Co to máš na ruku? Otazník. Máte také talent na lektvary. Geralt, přesto to myslí dobře. A ona vám bude...
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference fundamentally between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my creativity as much as you might think.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth. And thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
A tou slovenštinu nebo něco takového, protože angličtina není můj čalešaj už. Jako já anglicky umím, ale jenom něco. Promluvit.
Shame you weren't born with wings then. I'm sure you'd use them.
Tak ono je to jednoduchý, krát naučit se.
She gets bolder every year.
Nelly will do anything for attention.
Pojď ty vole. Pojď dolů.
Don't fall off this time, Nelly.
That girl thinks she can get away with anything.
Lez dolů.
Nelly'll do anything for a thrill. Nelly, please get down. A professor could write. Wait, that's not right. I really thought I had it.
Ale musí být Hermiona. Moment. Ale ono to nebude Hermiona.
Wait, that's not right. I really thought I had it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's
Já fakt udělal tu, no. Fakt jsem udělal bledu. Já jsem tak... Note in...
Učil jsem se s ní. Vůbec ne. Kresa?
Kurňa, vole.
Učil jsem se s ní. 30 vůbec ne. Kresajda Bloom, je pravda, že jste profesor F. Senkor.
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Zvládl kouzlo pomocí jeho zaklínadla, ale to se ukazuje trochu složitější.
Říkám, já se omlouvám, ale já to použít musím.
Jsem si jistý, že to dostaneš. Možná jen potřebujete trochu více praxe. Váš casting potřebuje práci. Kresajda Bloom, povzdech. Ano, H. Pomocí svého zaříkadla, ale toto.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Přeji ti štěstí. Jak těžké je zesílat neverbální kouzla. Kresáida Bloom, právě jdu. Umí většina studentů házet neverbálně.
Tak první se tě zeptám na tady ty věci.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year. And even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Who does Nelly think she is, anyway?
Please get down. A professor could arrive any moment. She gets bolder every year.
I hope the professor catches her this time.
Nelly, please get down. A professor could arrive any moment. Shame you weren't born with wings, Nelly. I'm sure you knew.
I hope the professor catches her this
time. If I get caught, I shan't defend you. Shame you weren't born with wings.
Who does Nelly think she is,
I'm sure you get down.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nelly, by the way. Nelly Oxfire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Je to pravda. Bylo to děsivé. Nebylo to nic, co bych nezvládl. Nelly Oxfire, mimochodem, já jsem Nelly. Nelly Oxfire. Vím o tom, co se ti stalo na cestě do Bradavic. Je to drak. Senkor.
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
Rád vás poznávám. Co lidé říkají o mých cestách sem. Nebojíš se výšek, že? Už jste se někdy setkali s drakem. Nelly Oxfire, každopádně si do Nebelvíru a Bradavic, když na to přijde, přinesl nějaké tolik potřebné vzrušení.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
Potkat tě. Říkají lidé o mých cestách sem. Nájezd výšin si. Setkali jste se někdy s drakem? Neli okšpír, slovo se v bradavicích šíří rychle. Tento.
I take it you're not afraid of heights?
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
Ale se všemi těmi podivnými chodbami a místnostmi v cirka. Vše, co se skrývá v areálu i mimo něj, nemusíte škálovat. Vidět zde něco neuvěřitelného. Senkor.
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
Jo, takže, jestli jsem to dobře pochopil, a já jsem to nějak nemluvil, protože já jsem tady soustředil, abych udělal ty testy. A ne, ten test jsem udělal tím, že jsem přistoupil.
A vy, co říkáš o mých cestách sem? Výšek si. Setkal ses někdy s drakem? Neli okšpír, pro boha, ne. A nikdy jsem neslyšel, že by někdo takhle zaútočil na kočár. Asi málo masa v kočáru. Senkor.
Jo.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Jinak já nevím, co o té hře ještě mluvit,
New Gryffindor.
Ale...
Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Profesorka Weasleyová tě vyvolává. Dobře.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about visiting law. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your... Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
Jo.
Revelio.
První den, první... Moment, zase to radši si to přeložíme, protože já nechci, abych udělal nějakou špatnou výzvu. Protože jak já se znám, tak já to zničím.
Ozubené kolo, inventář, talenty, sbírky, výzvy, mapa. Profesor Weasley řekl šá. Má na mysli. Všechno. Navštivte svůj první den VBRADECH. Začněte svůj první den. 777. 777. 213 povinná práva. Vítejte VBRABATECH. Senkor.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Ahoj, já jsem za tebou.
Revelia. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Moment, zastavit právě.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Ne, já to všechno tam budu muset mít. Protože já jaksi nemůžu tomu porozumět. Jenomže problém je, že já jsem tam tu češtinu nebo
Vítejte VPRAVATECH. Pro profesorka Weasleyová řekla, že mi má ještě co ukázat. Měl bych ji následovat, abych zjistil, co má na mysli. Následujte profesora Weasleyho. Tento.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Obviously, Hogwarts is the best place.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Tak, teďka chce po mně, já to neudělám.
Obávám se, že ne. Profesor Weasley mám podezření, že v příběhu je víc než hledání věcí a dlouhá cesta na hrad. Senko.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Slyšel jsem, že jste se mistrovsky vyhnul výslechu profesora Weasleyho ohledně našeho pozdního příjezdu. Maseus. Ano, pane. Nerad jsem jí lhal. Profesor Fig, slyšel jsem, že jste se mistrovsky vyhnul výslechu profesora Weasleyho ohledně
I did my
našeho
best,
pozdního
but
příjezdu.
I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Dobrý, že jsem to přeložil a teď už vím.
Lokality FLO Flames. Astronomické křídlo. Křídlo zvonice. Velké schodiště. Velký sál. Příloha knihovny. Jižní křídlo. To představuje Men-Kun. Kompirování hlavních úloh. Bude podporovat Dory, odemknout nové funkce. Pokračovat. Bradavice. Lokality FLO Flames. Astronomické křídlo. Křídlo zvonice. Velké schodiště. Velký sál. Příloha knihovny. Jižní křídlo. Tato 5 představuje hlavní úkoly. Pokračovat. Field Guide Pages. Demigované sochy. Astronomické stoly. 0 desetin. Bradavice. Sbírkové truhly 0,35. 1 150. 0 jednin. Dokončení hlavních úkolů rozšíří příběh a odemkne nové funkce a udělí XP. questy jsou uzamčeny kouzlem nebo požadavky na úroveň. V těchto případech budete muset mít požadovanou úroveň nebo mít požadované kouzlo k aktivaci úkolů. Bradavice. Sbírkové truhly 0,35. Field Guide Pages 1/150. 0,10. Lokality FLO Flames. Nová kouzla lze získat splněním profesorových úkolů nebo jako odměny za úkoly. Pokračovat. Demigované sochy 0,1. Astronomické křídlo. A schodiště. East Hall. Ary příloha. Křídlo. Sbírka truhly. Field Guide Pages. 0,5. Sochy v přestrojení 0,3. 0,23. Hashtag obrana proti třídě temných umění. Mapa pole průvodce ukazuje, že třída profesora Hekáta je ve spodní části astronomického křídla. Mohl bych dostat jestvé tomto hradu, možná budu muset použít Charmet Compass Field Guide, aby mi pomohl upřesnit cestu. Ellen Balance proti kůře Ali Ela. Odměna. LEVI 818. TRAHKQUEST BENEPR.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast.
Potato.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Master Pruitt, so often. Good. Now, the basic cast.
Levioso. Levioso. Potato. Levioso. 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 Potato. Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by duel. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and
Bleda versus Onwa.
There you go. Complicates things.
Levioso!
This can't be your first duel.
If only all of my students were this together. I do just like you. Levioso, watch your opponent decide to attack or defend yourself. Levioso, try to anticipate your opponent's next move. Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Měl jsem svůj podíl na boji s hůlkou. Větší než bylo, nikdy nepoužil svou hůlku v boji. Sebastian Sallow, tak znovu, možná to nebylo vaše první. Neskôr.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Zní to zajímavě. Větší než zní to podezřele. Sebastian Sallow, víš, můžeš být. Nepovolená organizace soubojů. do určité exkluzivní, nepovolené organizace soubojů.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Tried what I thought was easy.
Wow, já jsem to neviděl. Teď se mi kudy, tady.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Professor Black glanced the other day in the Great Hall.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin?
welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. Splendid! Excellent control there. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir. Here we go. Yes!
Don't lose your composure.
What
Very good.
That is how it's done. Yes. Keep trying.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. There we go. Here.
Splendid!
Here we go. Yes!
Stay focused.
Watch this. Phew.
Máme 90, kurňa.
Yes. Oh dear.
Prdeli. No nebudu se to opakovat.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Prohráno, ne. Well done, ne. Jsem prohrál všechny dvě.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Protože mi tady píšou lidi. Ono právě, když mi lidi píšou a já tak se soustředím na hru, tak pak je to těžký.
Jsem rád, že mi rozumíte. Větší než držím se. Nancaj onaj, když jsem sem přestoupil, trvalo mi týdny, než jsem něco dal do pořádku. Bude to jednodušší, slibuji. Senko.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Tohle... No, protože kluci z PSK píšou a je to otravuje, ale...
vypadá Vagadou. 348 magie stejná v Unshadou. Nacal ono, než jsem se nadál. Opustili jsme Ugandu a byli přesně lidstva na nové škole v Nové Zemi.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
To je neuvěřitelné. Kouzlo je jistě slabší. Nacal ono, většinou ano, ale když jsem sem dorazil, musel jsem se naučit používat hůl. Vagadou jej téměř nikdo nepoužívá. Senkor.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Děkuji, že jsi mi řekl o Vagadovovi. Jak velký je Vagadou? Otazník, jak vypadá Vagadou? Otazník, je magie v Vagadou stejná?
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Rany proti černé magii. 777. 777. Skřížené ruky.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
To je od vás laskavé, že to říkáte. Nebyla to příliš náročná lekce. Samantha Dale, doufám, že váš první den dopadne dobře. Zdálo se, že se v Charms rozhodně držíte. Jsem Cor.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Abyste nebyli tak pokorní a důvěřovali svým schopnostem. Pak zase jeho. Má tendenci být příliš sebevědomý.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from a fight.
Potato!
Sometime in the fresh air would do wonders for you.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Profesor Fig nic neřekl. Ne, profesore. Profesor Weasley, vsadil bych se, že vaše cesty sem mají mnohem víc, než co jste mi řekl, že? Jsem Kor.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Ty vole, na to co říct. Tak já to budu muset asi.
Profesor Ronan to zmínil. Co? Více práce. Profesor Weasley, v tomto ohledu jsem požádal vaše profesory, aby vám pomohli urychlit váš postup nějakými úkoly navíc. Senko.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Profesor Weasley, s vypůjčenou hůlkou jste své hodiny zvládli dobře, ale zjistíte, že magie, kterou sesíláte svou vlastní hůlkou, jsou mnohem lepší. Senko. Můžu vyrazit. Co víc mi můžeš říct o obchodu s lektvary? Pécuje to v Pejerách. Opravdu je tady Ollivander. Profesor Weasley, s vypůjčenou hůlkou jste své hodiny zvládli dobře, ale zjistíte, že máte, kterou sesíláte.
Can you tell me more about the potion shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
třeba na ty. Větší než Sebastian, myslím. Profesor Weasley, možná Sebastian celou nebo Nataj onaj. Všiml jsem si, že s nimi trávíš čas. Semkor.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Ty vole teďka. Další odpověď a já jsem musel dát to koupit tablet, ale aby mohl překládat, aby si zbytečně něčeho mobil.
Splním úkoly. Jaký je účel úkolů? Profesor Ronan, na dnešek jsem nějaké zařídil. Prohlédněte si je a pak mi nahlaste zprávu. Brzy vám umožníme seslat Reparo. Semkor.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
Magic, jo.
Splním úkoly. Otazník. Jaký je účel úkolů? Profesor Ronan, taková zkušenost je neocenitelná při zvládnutí jakékoliv nové magie. Semkor.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
No vole, jenom já to nevidím. Aha.
Professor, why must I complete these tasks?
They are meant to give you first-hand experience as you proceed to master new bits of magic. Good luck, and I shall see you soon.
Ty vole, já to nevidím, já to nemůžu chytit. Nebo jak to máš vole chytnout, když... Pejči.
Workout tooling, Sebastian.
No tak já si tady počkám, no.
You could do better than that. Potato.
Pejči, to nejde vzít, vole. Je takhle. Howdy. První. To jsem dal tady někde. No už nevím, jak to sebrat.
Whilst I'm impressed by your wand work, I would suggest you set your...
Professor, why must I complete these tasks?
They are meant to give you first-hand experience as you proceed to master new bits of magic. Good luck, and I shall see you soon.
Tak, ale já jdu dolů. Jo, po baráku to máš hledat. To chápu. Dobrý.
Flying page must be around here somewhere.
Tak moment, počkej. Kam si tady? No, za chvíli jsem sem. Tak moment, já si na tebe počkám, až přijetí sem, ty. Takhle. No. Ne, ono to utíká, ale. Tohle máme. Kam jsme jdou?
Rebellion.
Don't get...
Sure he's in at the present moment, the headmaster. Would be sure to tell him how very much you despise him.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Tak ještě... To je ta ruka. Ale to za ty postavičky. Mám tam dát 3, když tady mám.
Repair it.
Tohle je repara.
Why is she always holding his hand? I've seen them.
I was a late bloomer. My parents thought I was going to be a squib. Family still tease me about it.
I dropped one of the Christmas gifts. Shattered everywhere. I was mortified. Professor and I seemed
Repair it.
I've done my robes and potions once. You'd think I'd been hit with tarantulas.
Repair it.
This is fuel.
Repair it.
Not sure what I... Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
No tak do půl budeme dělat ještě přenos a pak už to budu vypínat, aby dal taky prostor.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
Poprvé jdeme po hradě.
Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already made.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Hence the name.
Precisely.
Revelio.
They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in... abilities. Ah! You can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Kam? Tak. Jak koko to budu přeskakovat. Aby nějakou dávku půjdu, ne?
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Rebelio. Ještě chvilku a pak si budu muset dát voraze. Hráka bydle uhož. Se podívám, jak bych měl mít, abych nebyl.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
Napište mě... Napište mě, jestli je to akorát nebo dlouhý. Protože bych nerád, abych měl nějaké problémy. Takže děkuju moc. Tak jdeme. Necháme, zavřeno. A pak jdeme. Pojďme pomalinku, nebudeme čekat. A pojď.
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewind flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Já se jaksi známe. Já už jsem dělal tolikrát chyby, že... to jaksi není možný.
Vítejte VHOGSMEADE. Splnil jsem úkol profesora Ronéna, naučil jsem se reparo a setkal jsem se se Sebastiánem. Nyní je čas zamířit do prasinek. Následujte Sebastiána do prasinek.
Bomba, jdeme do prasinek. Jdeme do prasinek.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look.
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already made.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Nemáš žádnou výdrž, kámo, musíš taky vydržet.
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh, any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
A jsme v prasinkách. Na chvilinku.
Mr. Moon. He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi-guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
If something threatens me,
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place, I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes, dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Abych neudělal další chybu. Tu dám jednoduše si tam překladač, abych nemusel chodit přes internet. Překladač vět.
Menší než mapa BRABAD. Mapa světa. Kolektiv. Polní Blue. Demigu. Mapa prasinek ukazuje obchody a body zájmu. Kterýkoliv z nich můžete sledovat s výrazněním ikony a stisknutím. Stisknutím opustíte mapu prasinek.
Prdele.
Navštivte Thomas and Scrolls. Navštivte Ollivanders. Navštivte lektvary J. Pipina. Navštivte The Magic Noeb. Taumkýr, myslíš si, že jsi teď v bezpečí, ale jen ty dvojité V.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
toho jsem byl. Tady asi něco. Tady, to je papr. Tady na mapku. Papr. A jsem teďka u papra. A jdeme sem.
Hello. Oh, come in. Come in. Welcome to Madame Snelling's Tress Emporium. I'm sure I've no need to introduce myself. They used to call me Snelly. Oh, Snelly, why aren't you studying to be an aura? But I showed them. They're stuck in the dust at the ministry, and I'm here thriving. Absolutely thriving. But look at you. Look at you. I can certainly see why you paid me a visit. Looking for a change, are we?
Why not, I say? What sort of change?
Some are going for that muggle with consumption, sort of death becomes me allure. But you won't find poisons here. No need for chloride of lime or ammonia when you have magic. Why don't you spend a moment choosing how you'd like to look? You can change your hair too if you'd like.
What services do you offer?
Tohle tady zůstane. A nebo... Tady mám jít, tohleto. Jo.
Merlin's blooming beard. Not again.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, About time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes. I think you might be the one. Here. Take it.
Moment, to se přeložím.
PRSTEN o tmavě hnědé. Typ dřeva. Typ jádra. Fénixovo peříčko. Flexibilita. Poddajný. Délka hůlky. Jedle. 12 palců. Senkor. Koupit.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Tak to je jiná. To je jiná. Tak, poslední potřebuju. Tady jsem.
Ourselves are Wizardkind's best friend. Always have been.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Ah, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you, then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of dittany seeds? Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
A poslední je 10 let. Slepici, jo. Ty vole, mě napadla slepice, vole. Pecnož. Tak. Poslední taky. Je. Poslední znak je na mapce a to je tohle mám splněný, všechno splněný. Moment. To má být. Tak poslední. A už to vidím, je to tohle poslední. Ne, je to tohle.
That's what the authorities are for. If it thinks it's got half a chance.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda, student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Ty vole. No nic, ale mějte se. Já už jsem tady, kurva, to zase psal. Už jsem tady asi hodinku. Tak se mějte.